We left Dubai with a letter of intent addressed to the MDC, basically indicating an interest in doing the hotel, which is 150 rooms. And 20 luxury villas on Potato Hill. We're hoping that we'll be able to move from a letter of intent with MDC into actual contract. My understanding is that the MDC board has approved the letter of intent, and a response should have gone back to the company, which is Gulf Classic Limited, LLC. There are two elements within the letter of intent that are strictly for government, and government will respond to the prospective investor on those matters in due course. A couple of them will require cabinet decisions, and we're hoping that we'll have cabinet decisions, or at least submissions to cabinet within the next 2 to 3 weeks, so that we can give the appropriate response to the company. From there, I led a team to Brussels, and that was the Financial Secretary and the Cabinet Secretary, looking at the funding from EDF 9, the remainder of the funding from EDF 9, which we're hoping to utilize for the taking down of Gun Hill, which then forms part of the platform for the port project. We will be going to tender for the taking down of that hill by the end of this month, April, so that we can have a deadline date of no later than the 30th of June for signing a contract with the appropriate tender. That is the deadline which we have established with the European Union for concluding a works contract in order to draw down the funds under EDF 9. If we miss that date, then the money is lost. So we're working assiduously towards getting that date effected, and that we can have the contracts done. While over on that side of the world, I took the opportunity to meet with DFID, the Permanent Secretary of DFID, who visited recently. The Secretary of State was unavailable because of overseas assignment. But the DFID team basically did a follow-up discussion in terms of what we've achieved in Dubai, basically bringing them up to speed in terms of where we were, giving them an indication of the way forward, and that on signing of an agreement, if we can reach the stage of an agreement with Gulf Classic, then we would have satisfied one element which should trigger the additional funding under the MOU. Because the funding of the port development, the trigger which we had established within the MOU was to have the sign-off of a private sector developer on that project. So they've been pretty satisfied with that, and we're hoping to get a letter of commitment from DFID in relation to certain other projects that we have on the table with them, which are consequential on that MOU as well. I will not go into those details until I have a confirmation from DFID. We then also met with the Foreign Office, Overseas Territories Department, and Peter Hayes, the head of that unit, again bringing them up to speed in terms of what we had achieved both in Brussels and in Dubai, seeking their continued support to work along with DFID in terms of ensuring that the commitments that we have made in relation to the funding and the MOU are adhered to. So that's pretty much it.